Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
It seems that he bent in, gave her a little kiss on the cheek.
Community service, right, Felix? You were not cheating on me, right, Felix? It's over, Felix. This is show you kids what you did. 15 years, you threw your whole marriage away. 15 years of marriage, Felix. Why are you running like a coward, Felix?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
I just can't take the lies.
I know this is upsetting. He meant the same everything.
I have to know the truth.
I knew he was a dog, and I'm gonna get him.
Let's make this happen. Get eyes on the suspect.
This is what I think about your music.
You're a whore!
Oh, you gotta tell me.
Man, get the camera out my face.
Get away from me. I swear to God, I'll
This is like not how this is supposed to work. Just tell me why.
Just remember.
Get it on camera. I'm sorry. I've run every day. I'm sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Hello, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching Cheaters. Please meet Sandra Ruiz, a dedicated wife and mother struggling to keep her family together. At odds with her husband's declining support, Sandra calls Cheaters in an urgent attempt to uncover his motives.
Sandra Ruiz, age 29, a housewife worried that her husband's commitment to family has been tarnished by temptation.
In the past 2 years, he has changed so much. I mean, it's like completely 180. It's like a completely different person. It's not him no more. And I'm not the only one that noticed it. Other people does too. And I had talked to him about it, but whenever I talk to him about it, he gets upset and he says that it's just me, that I'm crazy, that I'm a psycho. He was this person that would always like to have, family gatherings and always, my family loved him and he would always be there. And it's like he's really isolated himself. He don't like to go visit anybody. He doesn't like anybody going to the house. If anybody comes to the house, he goes upstairs. He doesn't want to have anything to do with anybody. So people notice and they say, what's wrong with him? Is he mad? Why is he acting like that? How come he doesn't want to have anything to do with us, He supposedly works all these hours, 13, 15 hours a day. Then I call his job and he's not there. He's supposed to be working. He says he's working. And I question him about it, and I tell him, well, how come if you say you're working, they say you're not there? Well, they're stupid, they don't know, they're dumb, they're not seeing me, I'm in the office, or I'm busy, that's why they don't see me. But he comes home like exhausted every day, just real tired, and just goes to sleep. I deserve to know the truth. I guess the 15 years that we've been together, at least I deserve that. Just be honest. If you don't want to be with me, be a man, don't be a coward, be a man. Stand up on your 2 feet and just let me know, not just lie to me and tell me how much you love me, how much you want to be with me, talk about sometimes he just talks about getting a house and, doing all this with my little boy and my girls and, talking about the future when I really know that he's not thinking like that, he's planning something else because usually he wanted to be with me, he wouldn't be living a double life, Just be honest with me, and if you don't want to be with me, let me know.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Felix Ruiz, age 33. A grocery store manager suspected of tuning out his family for other secret interests. Investigation Day 4. Cheaters Intelligence summons a legion of field agents to the suspect's place of employment. After waiting for hours, Cheaters PIs spot the suspect departing the locale. Several miles later, suspect Felix Ruiz exits his vehicle and advances toward an unknown residence. After knocking on the door, suspect Ruiz and an unidentified woman walk to the front yard to make idle chit-chat while sipping on some ice-cold water. While conversing outdoors, suspect Ruiz acknowledges some of the neighbors before departing. Nothing as yet confirms anything beyond friendship between suspect Ruiz and his companion, although his duties to the community have taken a back seat. After the two go their separate ways, the unknown companion is left to ponder the discussion. Cheater's agents return to headquarters to reevaluate the case. Investigation Day 6. Anticipating probable activity at suspect Ruiz's workplace, Cheater's investigators notice a white truck pulling away from the scene. Suspect Ruiz is registered as the owner of the vehicle, and Cheater's field agents jump into action. They follow the vehicle several miles to a smoothie shop. With all cameras focused on the interior of the store, Cheater's PIs confirm that suspect Ruiz is once again hanging out with the same woman whose identity is withheld that he had visited just days earlier. The two suck down their frosty beverages before leaving the store. Suspect Ruiz takes his new companion by the hand and leads her down the street, perhaps in search of a nice, quiet place to be alone. A long time later, the lovebirds finally make it back to the companion's vehicle, but evidently they still have not had quite enough of each other. Suspect Ruiz hops into his companion's car, and the two make the very short trip to his awaiting vehicle. After saying his final goodbye for the evening, suspect Ruiz exits the woman's car, but is met by a surprise after she drives away. In the heat of the moment, suspect Ruiz apparently dropped his car keys in her vehicle and cannot access his truck. But moments later, his trusty girlfriend returns to rescue her romantic heartthrob. Seizing the opportunity for some more mouth-to-mouth, suspect Ruiz unlocks his truck and then generously illustrates the true meaning of gratitude. A while later, the two finally unlock their lips and go their separate ways. Investigation Day 9. Determined to gain further insight, Cheater's PIs tail the unidentified companion of suspect Ruiz. Mobile units track the young lady to a small beauty salon, where she indulges herself with a pedicure. Apparently running late, the unidentified woman hurries to her job at a local television station. Later on, Cheater's agents go to suspect Ruiz's place of employment. After sitting in his parked truck for quite some time, suspect Ruiz finally backs out and leaves his workplace. Suspect Ruiz demonstrates his insensitivity towards his wife in this recorded phone call.
Hello?
How you feeling?
All right, I'm about to leave.
So what time you gonna have to get in tomorrow early? Even though
Yeah, 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning.
even though you're sick?
Yeah.
But if you're hurting too much, why don't you just stay home tomorrow?
Nah, I'm coming here for all my Sunday off. I miss my kids.
What about me?
Miss you too. I want to be able to get up on the weekend, man.
Should have got Saturday half day and Sunday off. You can't change it no more?
Nah, don't worry. I'm gonna leave already, okay?
Hey, I love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
I love you.
With all of the compiled evidence, Cheater's field operatives reconvene at headquarters to prepare an informative report for Sandra. Coming up, the confrontation.
With the suspect's straying tendencies now realized, Cheaters alerts Sandra to every detail of his conduct. With her family on the line, Sandra hopes to gain control of a dire situation.
Sandra, thank you for being with us today. I know that this has been a long process that you've been involved in with your husband, Felix. You've been together for 15 years.
Yes.
We do have some information that we thought it was important for you to see. Are you ready to take a look at that? On this day, a detective followed your husband. As he left work, he traveled and arrived at a residence.
Her house.
Spent some time there, came out with this young lady. They had a conversation. As he goes to leave,
Kiss her.
it seems that he bent in, gave her a little kiss on the cheek. On this day, he was driving your truck. He was followed after he left work. He was followed to a smoothie store, was met inside by the same young lady. After spending some time there, they walk back to her car. She drove him back to the truck. We see them spending a little bit of time together inside her car. She drives off. Evidently, he was unable to get into his truck. She returns. He may have left his keys in her car, and there you can see they have an interaction before, and then she drives off. Now, on this day, we again have a detective outside of your husband's place of employment. As he left work that day, he was followed by the detective until he arrived again at the home of the same young lady. He goes inside, and that's where he spends quite some time. Let me call the detective right now, because we do know that earlier this afternoon, Felix was in the company of the same young lady. You okay? All right, we just finished up with the briefing. Are they still together? They're at her house. Okay. We're gonna load up and head over right now. All right, I'll call you when we get close. All right, bye. Okay. Ready to go? Come with me. This is the detective. Yeah. What's happening? He's still at the house? Turn left at the stop sign. 5 houses down on the left. All right. He's still inside, so we're not going to move right now. Okay. He's outside. He's on the porch. Is she with him? Just kissed her goodbye. All right. Come on. Go. Go. Hurry up. Okay, right there.
Where?
Right there, right there.
Get.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
No que no, Felix?
Felix?
No que no? Huh? Community service, right? Community service, right, Felix? You were not cheating on me, right, Felix? She works at Below, Felix. I've seen videos of you kissing her, making up with her, Felix. It's over, Felix. This is to show you kids what you did. Don't go back like a coward. Why don't you just turn around? All I wanted for you is to be honest. They told me you were with works at Below. What's wrong with me? All you needed to do is just be honest with me, Felix. 15 years, you throw your whole marriage away. 15 years of marriage, Felix. Why are you running like a coward, Felix? It's over. Don't even go home. I'm filing for divorce, and it's over with. It's over with, Felix. You lost me and your kids. Just remember that. I thought you said you were doing community service in a homeless shelter. It is. It's you throw your whole marriage of 15 years away. That is.
Watch out.
That is. That is. That is.
People, watch out.
You coward. Coward! Don't even go home, Felix. It is over. Everybody's gonna know in your job the piece of you are. Let everybody know. You say you're working and this is what you do.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
Everybody's gonna know in your job the piece of you are. Let everybody know. You say you're working and this is what you do.
Can you speak with her for a moment?
I thought you said you were not with him. Then you knew he was married. I'm gonna call Channel A and Bill and TSCN, whatever the company that you work for. This is our sister. She's the one that did the whole hookup thing, knowing that he was married.
I didn't do nothing.
Yes, you did. You knew he was married. You knew he was married, and you did the whole thing.
I didn't do nothing.
You knew. Yes, you did. Okay.
No, if I was you, I'd just please.
No,
Well, is that,
I have
that's
nothing to
not
hide.
necessary. That's not
I have nothing to
They're
hide.
on their way anyway.
Okay.
And I already have charges pressed on you. You
Well, that's
tell
fine.
them what you did?
What? What did I do? What? And what did she do to me? Did she scratch me? Huh? Did she scratch me?
Huh? That's right.
What's right? Is it right for a woman to be with a married man? Why couldn't she just tell him, just, hey, all I wanted for him is to be honest with me. I didn't know this was going on.
To be honest with you.
She couldn't even, and her too. I talked to her too, and she said no. He needed to be honest with me. But all of you are alcahuetes. All of you are alcahuetes.
Because of the way you treat him.
Because of the way, how do I treat him? How do I treat him? What do you
Okay,
know?
you know what?
What do
Wait,
you know?
ladies,
What do you
ladies,
know?
This is not necessary.
What do you know?
Do you realize
don't know
what's
anything.
happening?
Tells me everything.
What do you know?
What you
But what, do you know it's true? You know what he told me about
What,
you?
do you know
that
it's
you
true?
baby is not your husband. That's what he told me about you. That you having an affair with somebody
Okay.
from Fiesta.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
really.
What's happening here is you have two people that are relying on the word of a third person who obviously can't be honest to anyone.
Where is he?
He ran.
Exactly.
And that should tell us enough.
That's what I told him right now. I've always told him that. That cycle. I don't believe her tears. I don't believe anything she's saying. And believe me, I've told her a lot of times about him.
Make sure y'all stay out of the roadway.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Keep people off the sidewalk.
All right. Thanks very much. All right, guys. If there was something that you didn't get a chance to say to Felix, what would it have been?
Yes, I hope it was worth it. You know, I hope 15 years and 3 kids and all of it, everything that we've been through, it was worth it. You know, and it could have been, you know, in a different way. He would have been honest with me. And when I had to be this nasty and this extreme, he would just talk to me. You know. A new life starts for me and my kids, and you know, from now on it's gonna be happiness. I'm gonna try to make the best for them and make them happy, you know.
After the confrontation, Sandra weighs her options and considers what to do about the future of her crumbling family. Stay tuned as Cheaters unveils her final decision on the matter. But now Cheaters welcomes back Shay Ethan. Shay, a former client, returns with a singular perspective on the day she busted her boyfriend on Cheaters.
Shay Ethan, age 35. Shay has an intimate discussion with Cheaters, describing her frame of mind during the confrontation.
When I pulled up on site and seen out there dancing, having a good time with his family, I was kind of hurt because I was thinking that's what I wanted to happen with me. I wanted us to be happy. I wanted to experience that happiness and that fun that he was having with his family.
What's going on? What the is going on? What's going on?
Well, hang on.
People, why have you been lying to me?
Salty language isn't necessary.
Okay, why have you been lying to me? I just want some answers.
I was like feeling so empty inside. I was feeling so hurt because this man is sitting there lying to me, you know, and lying to his wife about me. Like ain't nothing ever happened between us. He didn't know me. He never seen me before in his life. That really totally hurt me.
What about me?
I have no feelings for you.
You lied to me, told me you lied to me.
No.
Yes, you did.
I'm feeling for you.
Stop lying. Me? He ain't no mommy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Half the
Okay, I'm gonna show you. You don't know what I'm talking about.
After I went home and phone rings and wants to call and apologize and wants to come over and see me face to face to apologize, and I couldn't see myself doing that. I mean, it took a lot out of me to tell him no.
Come on, this lady's lying. You gotta believe me. Come on, no, come on. Come on, no.
Emails.
Come on, now. Come on, don't leave.
No, just leave her alone. Go on. Don't let your...
Here we go. Let's get you out of here.
After experiencing what I did with, I'm very particular about who I date now, and I don't want to get hurt again. So I'm very, you know, particular about that. So I kind of look into a guy's more of a background check on a guy right now before I start dating him.
Carefully considering all possible options, Sandra Ruiz reveals her intention to give Felix one more chance at redemption. Sandra feels that breaking up the family may cause irreparable damage to the children and wants to avoid any future regrets. Embarrassed by his stupidity, Felix Ruiz emphasizes the importance of his family and offers a very somber apology with a promise of faithfulness. Mr. Ruiz's companion refused all offers to comment on her involvement in the case.
If you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.